Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 practical ways that you can get residency in the UAE, whether you're planning to move to Sharjah, Dubai, or any other emirate. And towards the end, I'll also share how I personally got my residency, inshallah. The first and most common way to obtain residency is through employment. So most companies will sponsor your visa if they hire you. Depending on your offer, your package might include accommodation, flights, transport, schooling, and health insurance. The pros of this is that there's low upfront cost. Your employer usually covers your visa expenses. There's minimal admin. They handle most of the paperwork, which is handy because paperwork and admin is always a headache. And you'll have a stable monthly income, which makes budgeting easier. And some cons, your visa is tied to your job. If you ever lose your job, you have a grace period, typically around 2 to 3 months, to find another one, or you're going to have to leave. Getting a job in the UAE can be competitive. Employers often ask for 5 to 10 years of experience, especially for higher paying roles. You can also obtain residency by purchasing real estate in the UAE. So option number 1 is the 2-year visa, which requires a property worth around 750,000 AED. The visa is renewable every 2 years as long as your property value remains above that threshold. Option number 2 is the 10-year golden visa, which requires you to buy a property worth 2 million AED. This is renewable every 10 years under the same conditions. And it will actually save you a lot of money compared to if you open up your own company and you're employed through your own company like that and you have to renew your visa every 2 years. The 10-year golden visa will save you quite a bit of money. The pros of the golden visa is that you control your own visa, so it's not tied to being employed by someone else. You can live here long term if you maintain the property value, i.e. you don't sell. The cons is obviously there's a high upfront cost, and halal financing options exist, but you need to be very careful vetting. And we do offer assistance on this within our inner circle. One of the major pros that you might not know is that from within Islamic banks, they have actually banned late fees, which you might not know in any halal mortgage contracts or even lease agreements for cars and things. If there are late fees, that still counts as riba, and that would technically be impermissible. And thankfully, halal banks in the UAE have removed late fees from their contracts. So again, this is one of the major benefits of working and living and investing in a Muslim country. The third way, and the one I personally used, is to open up a business in the UAE. How it works is it can cost anywhere from £4,000 to £8,000 to set up, depending on the emirate that you choose, the number of visas that you need, and whether it's based from a free zone or a mainland. Ongoing cost is around £3,000 to £5,000 a year to maintain the company license. That's every year. This gives you a 2-year renewable residency, which you will have to renew the visas for every 2 years. So just to clarify, every year, you'll need to renew your business license, which costs around 18,000 dirhams. And then every 2 years, you will need to renew for your own personal visa, the visas for your family, etc., which costs around 5,000 to 10,000 dirhams for a family of 4 approximately. The pros of this is that you're in control of your own residency. You don't have any employment headaches. You don't need to actively trade. And if you operate from this structure, there are huge tax advantages because there's 0% income tax. There is 9% corporation tax, with many legal ways to reduce that 9% corporation tax as well. And there's also 0% VAT in some free zones. The cons of setting up your own company is that the setup costs can be high, especially for some people. You do need to be cautious because going with the wrong consultancy can lead to unnecessary expenses and even scams. It's not unheard of. So you do need to be really careful and you go with a reputable company. Do not try to save money or skimp by going the cheapest avenue, because this is somewhere you can get really badly burned. Alhamdulillah, I used an amazing individual, an amazing brother who's on our team, in our inner circle, who helped set up everything for me. He did almost everything for me. Set up my company, set up my visas, bank accounts, everything. Made it super easy for me, especially when you come to the UAE. I needed to get your biometrics done, your medical checks, etc. He made it super easy for me. So we have contacts within our inner circle that can help you do all of that super easy, entirely credible and very reliable, alhamdulillah. So to summarize, here are the 3 main ways to get residency in the UAE. First of all, get a job, which is ideal if you have a strong experience and you want stability. Secondly, buy a property for those with capital who want more control. You could potentially get a golden visa with that, or you can set up a company if this is something that you want to do. Pop us a message and I can potentially refer you over to the company that I used, which was super amazing, made everything super easy for me. Just bear in mind, be prepared that each route comes with pros and cons, and it really depends on your situation. If you're serious about moving to the UAE, speak to the right people, do your research, and make sure that the path you choose aligns with your deen, your goals, your financial means. Let me know in the comments which of these 3 routes you're considering, and if you'd like me to cover any other topics, let me know. I'll aim to provide as much value as possible to you guys. I've done this all recently, so I'm very, very fresh with the whole process. And inshallah, I'm going to be releasing a lot more videos going into detail on the process and my experience with Hijrah. It's going to be a full free course that will be here on YouTube. So if you're not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe, and you will not miss out those videos. And lastly, before you go, if you're a Muslim dentist or professional earning at least £60,000 a year and you're thinking about long-term Hijrah, investing smart, and achieving the ability to be work optional, I help professionals just like you build long-term Sharia-compliant investment portfolios that give you clarity, confidence, time freedom, no guesswork, no riba, no get-rich-quick schemes. That's my promise to you. Just clear, halal investing strategies built around your goals, bespoke for you. So check the link in the description to learn more. Inshallah, barakallahu feekum, and I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.